All right, so let's do this. Let's be done with season 3. We need to complete the task here to kind of like reclaim these reliquaries from the human gods so that we can gain access by doing the 5, right? Because we already did one of them. Which was the one we started out with? It was Melandru? Was it Melandru? Which one's not up here? Melandru. Wait, where's one of the where are the crystal things? I think I can only run around so long with this ley line thing before it goes away. We already did Melandru. We're working on Grenth right now. And then we got to do the other 3 gods. That jerk interrupted me. It didn't get done. I knew he was going to do that too. Should have paid more attention. All right. Heart's complete.
It's fine if you're busy. I suppose I could go do something else.
I'm here, Tiny. What's the matter?
I keep running and rerunning the simulation trying to confirm our theory.
And
I realized what a huge waste of time it is. Primordus and Jormag have withdrawn. Since Balthazar can't pit them against each other, he'll turn his attention to another dragon. And there's only 2 dragons left. So it's gotta be one of the 2.
Good to know. We'll talk more when I'm less busy. Over and out.
Commander, so busy. All right, with all of our hearts done, and within the story, what that means is with all the reliquaries now, like, purged or liberated or powered up or whatever it is that we're doing with these reliquaries. This is really cool. Cool design here. We can now enter the reliquary of Abaddon. And I guess what that means is we're looking for... There we go.
The magic network is unblocked. I should be able to get into Abaddon's now.
Thanks for basically stealing everything I was saying, Commander. Yeah, so now I can find out what's up with the eye, and does Balthazar have an aspect of Lazarus? Does he not? Do we care? Do we not care? I feel like maybe we don't care, but I don't get to choose that, I guess.
How do I initiate contact? Commander, can you hear me?
I hear you. I'm at Abaddon's reliquary. It's creepy.
It's awesome.
We're on our way. Don't start without me.
Too late. I'm inside.
Commander.
Time has taken its
kind of an
toll on
ass.
this place.
Don't touch anything.
I love this. So, Exemplar Creator says, don't touch anything. Now, they could, and they have at other times where they've done similar things to this, you then kind of have the option of touching or not touching anything within a certain time frame. That's not the case here. I could sit here for the next 2 to 3 hours. I could jump down this water and like hang out here, come back up. Nothing's going to happen until I do exactly what my partner, Exemplar Karita, asked me not to do, which is touch something. I kind of don't like that. Like, wouldn't it be nice if there was an achievement for just like not touching anything for like 1 minute? 1 minute is an incredible amount of time for most players to not touch something after when like investigate the ruins and there's glittery and like. How many players are not going to do that? So like a hidden achievement like that would be cool. But we could stand here for, forever. Story's not going to move on. We just get to the next patch and, then we'd have to restart the game. Lose our progress.
You touched something, didn't you?
Sure did.
Casting the portal now. Where?
Signing off.
That ain't working. In fact, you know what? Ah, man. That didn't go well. So I actually get down here on a number of different classes. It's like not unusual for me to get down here. Thank you, pet. Oh, good, Shining Blade. I think it is meant to be.
Time to do some recap.
I mean, it's certainly possible to not get downed here.
I had
Okay.
it under control.
That is a result of me not being very good at the game.
I plot,
But
I plan, and I execute.
I think.
Don't mess this up, my dear.
Shut up, creator. I do think that they did want it to be a thing where, you know, many players would get downed and then get bailed out by the Shining Blade.
You call that fighting? Don't make me laugh.
That would align quite nicely with the fact that we touched something after we were told not to touch something, right? So I do think it's by design, but certainly you do not have to get down. Like, it is very possible to do this without getting down. I'm just bad at the game. What we got going on here? Speed mushrooms?
It's
Don't
been
mind if I
warm
do.
Recently, fire magic.
Do we have stealth? We
not
do.
Mossad magic.
Yeah, poison.
God magic. If the last aspect is here, then Balthazar came this way. Captain, stay here and guard the portal. If anyone else tries to use it, shut it down immediately. You understand?
Yes, Exemplar.
Let's see if I can get us through this door.
You've gotten through other doors. A lot like Canuck, I'm telling you. They're basically the same character. But we still have a big surprise coming with Exemplar Creator. One that I don't like, but it is, I mean, if you like your big surprises, then, you know, it's still coming.
We're in. Follow me, my dear. Woe to any who get in our way.
I do like it when she calls me my dear. Makes me feel wanted.
Fire. And no shortage of it. Any doubt of Balthazar's passage here is rapidly burning away. Pun intended.
You're
shut
so
it down?
funny, Exemplar.
I can try, but it's god magic. Why don't you see if you can find a way across?
Okay. This is actually, of all the achievements in the game, this is the easiest one that I mess up the most often. Now, you are significantly slowed while you run across this, so the timing does change. But this is not hard.
Back to the fight.
Somehow, I always manage to make it hard. And it's because I get, like, carried away and I go too fast. I, like, try to anticipate too much.
Head down.
And then I walk into the fire. So the achievement I'm talking about is not to get burnt by the fire at any point in time while we're doing this. And of course the patterns will change. So see, now the patterns
Sure,
change.
I have no idea what you mean.
Hold that thought.
But this is easy. I managed to make it not easy somehow. It's very disappointing.
I'll revive you soon.
Oh, what happened there? What? They're off. Alright, that's fine. Whatever, man. I didn't remember that it did that. I thought it went back the other way. Now we're never going to get that power
I'll
source.
revive you soon.
Oh my gosh.
Back to the fight, my friend.
You know what? Like,
I feel
bro.
good.
So lesson learned, when it's doing the side-by-side like this, don't start out on one of the edges.
I meant, I've never seen Anise defer to anyone the way she does you. I'm assuming it's blackmail.
No, nothing so sordid. We're old friends, that's all. Sorry to disappoint.
So the answer to that question as to why Anise defers to Exemplar Kurita when Anise is in charge of the Shining Blade, and Exemplar would be a rank below, Anise should be able to exert authority over Krita, and yet somehow it doesn't seem like that's the relationship, is what the commander's referring to there. That'll make a ton of sense here soon.
So, you and Anise grew up together? Met as recruits? What?
If you must know, I've been with the Blade longer than Anise. She respects that, I suppose. There's nothing more to it.
What we'll find out is that Krita's been with the Blade a lot longer than Anise. Although, unless you subscribe to the theory that Anise is in fact one half of the goddess Lissa, in which case, then everything kind of goes out the window. But there we go. If I hadn't botched it up, it would have gone fine.
You still have your eyebrows?
They needed a trim anyway. Keep moving.
Man, I really need some Eggo waffles. Good thing we're almost done. And almost done with Season 3. What a relief. Pathfire is going to be an improvement over Season 3. Season 4 is an improvement over Season 3.
Nested in secrets. That is so like Abaddon. I can handle Balthazar's ward, but that's not all that's keeping this door locked. Look around.
We need to look for clues. We need to figure out what's going on here. Fortunately, little green things are going to help us. We'll look directly at the door, which is cool. It's a cool door. Love to get something like that in my guild hall.
Giant orbs here. No idea what they do. This looks ancient. Like some kind of mechanism. The workings connect it to these side rooms. Maybe the key to opening that door is in these side rooms. I'll check them out.
I'll work on the ward and make sure these dormant guardians don't cause any trouble. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Okay, you kill birds.
Hey, the door! And
Oh, we're locked in.
shuts.
Did you say something? I can't hear you through that door. Ah, Godspittle, more guardians. Hey, don't worry about me. I can handle this.
Alright, so again with the burning floors. Similar to the puzzle we just did, we're going to need to kind of move around the room in a fashion that allows us to avoid taking damage from them. Which I almost botched up there.
Come here. I'll revive you soon. Feel the fury.
An orb lit up.
Good sign. Let's see what's in this other room.
I'll stay here. This ward is
Back to the fight, my
sticky.
friend.
Besides, last thing you need is a horde of guardians at your back.
Okay, these actually came to life, right? You weren't just hacking up dormant guardians for my benefit.
I'm offended, but I guess you'll never know for sure, will you? Good hunting.
Yeah. So I guess
This
there's
looks like the rubble at the entrance.
supposed to be like an ongoing kind of joke, about the commander and Krita, and they have like this thing going on. I don't think it plays. Oh man, I should have not allowed that to happen at all. I don't think it plays nearly as well as probably the studio thought it did when they kind of like put that all together. But whatever. I'm not playing all that well either, so.
It had an effect.
Good. Glad to hear it. Can we go through the door?
Lit, and the ward is down. Trying the door. And you thought all your hard work was for naught.
I never thought that.
Oh, never mind. I guess that was me. The Eye of Janthir. There. Move. It doesn't like us being here.
Maybe I can slow it down without killing it.
Just don't kill it. Whatever you do.
That's what I just said. Do you ever listen to me?
I'm sorry. Did you say something?
All right, nice. So the eye will help us. Hey, get up, man. The eye will make them vulnerable. See how that guy's still invulnerable? The other one's now vulnerable. The eye does that for us. I thought we had to stun the eye with it
Feel the fury.
whenever they were within a certain distance. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I think my pet did it for me. But that is a trick that we're gonna need going into the next fight. So that's why they're giving it to us here. So she told me not to kill the eye. Fortunately, you can't. Otherwise, my bouncy axes might be a problem, I
It's
guess.
giving up on us. Moving on.
Excellent. It didn't kill us. It must have seen the true sight dormant in us. Now it will lead us to the last aspect. We are chosen, you and I. In its presence, we'll be able to see Lazarus when he reforms.
Otherwise, Lazarus would be invisible?
That's what you take away from that? Yes, it's a Mersat thing like floating and immortality. Used to be impressive.
We can't lose the eye. Where is it?
Patience. It'll be nearby. Look. There's the last aspect.
But no Balthazar. Damn. I was hoping.
No. No Balthazar.
Are you all right?
Yes. It's just that I've been waiting for this for a very long time.
So, what's the plan?
Let's spread the aspects out so we can watch them. Would you mind?
Do we have to do some kind of spell?
Not according to legend. The fact that the aspects are all in proximity should trigger them to merge. Any time now.
What?
Relax. I brought the true Shining Blade with me. It'll weaken his defenses so we can kill him.
Oh, that eases my mind. You brought a big knife to a Mersat fight.
It's a relic. Centuries of history and magic in this old thing. A heap of blood-curdling white mantle screams in it.
Ever tried using your fancy sword on the aspects? Indestructible or not, maybe it will at least damage one.
I've been waiting for the perfect moment, my dear. The time has come. You ready to fulfill a prophecy?
As ready as I'll ever be. Wait, what?
Never mind, just be ready. This isn't going to be a walk in the park.
What exactly are you saying?
I'm saying that you and I are the only two who can end this tragic saga. Lazarus won't go down easily.
So much talking. Okay, so apparently Balthazar had one. I don't know, why did Balthazar have an aspect of Lazarus? Like, why was that something? Was it something he did he take one of Codicus's when he was posing as Lazarus and he split the white mantle? Maybe that's what it was. Maybe. And then, so which one was the missing one then? The one that this one, the one that we pulled out of the stone? And then, so those three, and this one was the one that... I have no idea, man. I also have no idea why Balthazar was like, hey, I know what I'll do. Excuse me. I'll bring it right back to, like, where Lazarus... Like, does Balthazar benefit from from Lazarus, you know, coming back or something like it. I don't know, man. I have no idea. Maybe someone does, you know, like maybe there's just other lore and play here that I don't have that much interest in or haven't learned about. And this actually all makes sense. It just doesn't make sense to me. But that was the general consensus about Chapter 6, Season 3. Was that it was out of place, it didn't make sense, it wasn't needed to advance the story. We could have simply chased Balthazar without
No
all
time
those
to think about it
shenanigans.
now. It's happening.
Alright.
Come on, Lazarus.
The true Shining Blade, this is what the legendary looks like. That's it right there.
Rise.
That's the legendary skin. Exemplar Karita has taken off her helmet. This is important-ish. That's what she looks like now.
At long last.
Quite fetching, actually.
My dark slumber is at an...
So there's the Shining Blade right in his chest now.
What is... more human treachery?
Hello, my nemesis.
Livia, looking good for a human of your age. I see you haven't changed a bit. Oh, that hair.
Livia?
I've been waiting for you.
Hiding from me all this time.
You better believe it.
The Livia?
I'll explain later. He's trying to split himself in two. We can't allow
Time to
this
do some
for
real
Christ.
damage.
For all who fell before you, sorcerer.
Alright, so Exemplar Karita is Livia. What does that actually mean? So Livia is a character. I did make one of them vulnerable. Livia is a character from the first Guild Wars game. What does that mean? It means she's 200 some odd years old, like 200. She's like 275 years old. Because what was it, like 250 years between the two games? So let's assume she was in her early 20s. You know, at the time of the first game. 275? Like, really? Oh, man. How did I manage to mess that up? Why is that... Why was that a good idea for the story? And why did that rock not work again? Why does that keep happening to me, that the rocks aren't working? Now I need to find more rocks.
Feel the fury. I could outrun a centaur.
So this is like this is not the entirety of the fight. This is one stage of the fight, if you will. We're gonna get to Battle Lazarus here in a minute.
I have an
In
idea.
all up.
Cover me.
All right.
So,
Which side did you go to, Libby? There you are.
I saved Crota from the charm. Do you not remember?
I remember everything. You didn't save us. You enslaved us.
Karita! Livia! Focus!
Yes, focus. So she's got to go through like this channeling process to take the shields down on these two remaining aspects. It's actually quite a long timer, to be honest. You can see it if you look close. Like you can see her little shield. Unfortunately, is kind of preventing us from seeing it clearly. Long time in terms of like video game time, right? I don't know how long it actually. Maybe 2 minutes. You think it's 2 minutes? No idea. Is there an achievement for not getting hit by the lightning? I think there is.
Feel the fury.
Not one we're going to aspire for today. Maybe if I were on, if I were on Reaper, felt a bit more comfortable, but we'll just have to make do.
I do not.
How disappointing. Your mind dies with you. You've wasted lifetimes on me.
You dying is worth it.
So the implication there is that whatever extended her life prevented her from having, unless we're just simply to believe that her obsession was what prevented her from, having a family. I don't think that's what they mean to imply there, though. I think they very much mean to imply that we'll actually find out that it was an object that she used, like a mystical, magically empowered object she used to expand her life. I think at the end of this encounter it's mentioned, if I'm not mistaken.
Staged your last revolt.
I'll revive you soon.
I choose you.
I'll revive you soon.
Oh, buddy.
I watched the Titans tear your brethren apart, one by one. I will rejoice at your death rattle.
Witch, you could not stay me then, and you will not stay me now. I made a promise to your ancestors. I will have my day. You are not immortal.
All right. So now he's gonna kill her. We gotta do something to save her.
Any other way.
Soon to be forgotten.
I feel good.
Look at my face. I, Livia, defender of Kryta. I witness your last and final death.
All right, go team. Lazarus is dead. The real Lazarus this time. And I guess that's the one justification for this storyline is they
And the
closed
Sot
that kind of open
Are
loop.
now extinct.
You okay?
Very
I will be.
breathy.
It's a bit overwhelming.
I imagine it is. Livia.
You believe the ravings of a lunatic?
I do, actually. It explains why Anise defers to you, like a grown child to a parent.
The Shining Blade is my family. I hope this secret is safe with you. For their sake.
I took an oath. My lips are sealed. But I'm curious. Just how...
Wouldn't you rather ask the Eye of Janthir about Balthazar?
What? I can do that?
Better hurry. I don't know what will happen to it now that its masters are gone.
What should I do?
Ask your question and touch it. I'll stand ready, just in case. You know.
Well, here goes nothing.
All right. So this is the big setup for Pathfire, right? That's what was intended here with this.
Where is Balthazar? Show me the god of war and fire. Nothing's happening.
All right. So there we go. Now we know.
And it fades into nothingness. The last gasp of a murderous race. Praise the Six.
The flames. Balthazar. Okay. Looks like I'm going to the Crystal Desert.
There we go. Season 3.
All mine.
I thought she did. We're not going to open that letter. I got to remember not to open that letter. I thought she did explain. Maybe if we talk to her.
I have to go, but I can't deny I'm curious.
How have I managed to keep my youthful figure all this time?
Who are you, really? Where have you been? What have you been doing?
Magic. And yes, I am Livia. I've extended my life using an artifact known as the Scepter of Ore. I've been with my shining blade, blending in, hiding in plain sight, when I wasn't searching for the aspects, waiting to finish Lazarus, once and for all, for my queen, and for my kingdom.
Well, you did it. We did it. It's over. So, what are you going to do now?
I promised Anise I'd slow down after this. I want to travel, grow a little older. But I'll never forget you.
Nor I you. And I have to go. I have somewhere I need to be.
I'm sorry. Are you still here? I thought you left ages ago. Go! Save the world, my dear. Save Tyria.
All right. If we want to like muddle through like the melodrama and stuff, you could almost say that there's like a passing of the mantle moment. This was Livia's equivalent of saving the world by killing the last Mersat and so forth, and so now she's free from that burden, and it's the commander's problem to save Tyria once again, I guess. So the Scepter of Ore. The Scepter of Ore is actually something that the player in the first game actually carries at one point.
In the name of Abaddon, Keeper of Secrets, open.
If I remember correctly, I believe we carry it on the behalf of Vizier Kilbran.
You may choose a royal gift from the chests you see before you. Some things in the royal treasury are priceless, others less so. What fate awaits you inside? Good luck, stranger.
All right, so by completing all the hearts, you can do this once a day. Different chests have different things. Some are really good, some
Luck can change in an instant.
not that good. In this case, we got 5 pearls. I guess we'll take that. Maybe the time will come around when I'll farm this map to get the necessary pearls. For the choker or something like that. Wouldn't hurt anything. I also don't care that much, but wouldn't hurt anything. All right. Yeah, you know where? Let's go this way. Let's wrap things up over here. We'll grab one more mastery point on our way. Can I land on that? Nope, I missed it. If I remember correctly, the easiest way to get this before Skyscale or any mounts or whatever was to glide down from the jumping puzzle. This is like the one jumping puzzle
Is it just me or
that like the one season 3 difficult jumping puzzle that I can actually do without a video. I'm not going to do it right now, that's for damn sure. But the reason I mention that is it does kind of strike a nice balance between being like season 3 difficult, but not, you know, Chalice of Tears difficult.
all mine?
You know, or what's the other one? Searing Ascent, I think, is the other one. Those two are just not. I don't know. For me, they're not fun. They cross that threshold for not fun. I don't find the one like this one particularly fun either, but at least it falls within the realm of like, again, doable without watching a video while I do. All right. Oh, I was gonna close out the video on that boat, and I forgot. So I guess we'll just do it on this dock. And we should do a proper closeout, right? Because we're done with Season 3. We're ready to enter Path of Fire. Come over here, hang out with the fishmonger. That'll work. Yeah, sure. Why not? Alright, so, Season 3 complete. I'm happy about that. Entering the season, I said that it was the worst storytelling, but really good gameplay. Having just played through all 6 chapters again, I stand by that. I think there were a lot of cool things done in terms of gameplay. The storytelling's bad. The good news is this does represent the worst storytelling that Arena has to offer. It will get marginally better with Path of Fire Season 4, and then gets better again with Icebrood Saga and the Dragons. And those are the 4 chunks of story that we have remaining, personal story, before we are caught up on our personal story playthrough. It looks like, at that rate, that the second half of Gaiala Delve, which essentially constitutes the end of Dragons, and it will drop in a couple weeks, we should get that played through before whatever follows it is done. I have a sneaking suspicion. We'll see once I start my new job. So, Season 3 done. Where are we now? Well, we went through the whole two dragons, and then they got put to sleep by Balthazar, who looked like he was Lazarus, but turns out he's actually Balthazar, and he's a human god, but lo and behold, he's actually a bad guy, and he has all kinds of nefarious plans. And what's next? We have learned, in the process of killing the actual Balthazar, who was the last Mersat, or the actual Lazarus, sorry, that Balthazar is in the Crystal Desert. And we get that little cutscene. I don't think, or that cinematic, I don't think it was as good as the one that introduced Heart of Thorns, but it's not bad by a stretch of the imagination. And we're ready to enter Path of Fire. Path of Fire, while I don't think the story is as good as Heart of Thorns, and I'm not absolutely in love with it. I didn't feel like Balthazar was as good a premise for an expansion as just tackling another dragon or two and getting that done. It was a big expansion because it gave us mounts. That was significant. That was notable. Game-changing, without a doubt. Even more so than anything that End of Dragons gave us. Any more so, arguably, than anything Heart of Thorns gave us. Because Heart of Thorns... Well, no. Heart of Thorns probably gave us more. But went a long way towards finding what Guild Wars 2 is. So I do look forward to getting that started. Which will actually be tomorrow. We will roll into Path of Fire tomorrow. So thank you for joining me. The whole Season 3, what was that one? One Path Ends, right? One Path Ends. One Path Ends took me a little bit longer than expected, but it's wrapped up now. So I will join you tomorrow, and we'll get started on Path of Fire.